and you won't believe it. The FAA is investigating air traffic controllers who apparently let a child direct planes at one of the nation's busiest airports. CBS News correspondent Kelly Wallace is at JFK International Airport to tell us all about this. Kelly, good morning.
Good morning, Maggie. This is really a crazy one. It was a self-proclaimed take your child to work day for a young boy who, as you'll hear for yourself, apparently made at least 5 radio transmissions to commercial pilots awaiting takeoff.
AirMax 403, contact departure, adios.
Contact departure, Aeromexico 403, adios.
The voice of a small boy clearly directing air traffic. It happened 2 weeks ago, Wednesday, February 17th at JFK, the nation's 6th busiest airport. An adult, reportedly a controller, made sure the pilots were in on the joke.
This is what you get, guys, when the kids are out of school.
And it didn't stop there.
JetBlue 171, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, JetBlue 171.
JetBlue 171, contact departure.
Over to departure, JetBlue 171. Awesome job.
While the pilot might have been amused, the FAA clearly is not. In a statement, it said, pending our investigation, the employees involved in this incident are not controlling air traffic. This behavior is not acceptable and does not demonstrate the kind of professionalism expected from all FAA employees.
Now, only FAA licensed air traffic controllers are supposed to be talking to pilots, and the air traffic control tower is a highly secure area. So, Maggie, it's still unclear how this incident was possibly able to take place.
Good question. Kelly Wallace at JFK Airport, thank you. Let's talk more about that with CBS News travel editor Peter Greenberg. Good morning, Peter.
Good morning, Maggie.
Where to begin? I don't even know. It's mind-boggling to me that all these people in this tower thought that there was no big deal that this kid was directing air traffic.
Well, you know, as amusing as it looks or as it sounds, you're dealing with 2 separate violations here: access to the tower itself and access to radio frequencies. And you're dealing with a potentially dangerous situation at the 6th busiest airport in the United States. The bottom line here is any air traffic controller on the ground, in that particular case, he was handling departure control, would be multitasking, talking to more than one pilot at the same time. In order for his son or whoever the kid is to make those radio calls, he had to relinquish control of the microphone and stop talking to those other pilots.
And at a big airport. It's not like it was some small rural airport. This was JFK. There is a lot going on.
Yeah, you're not talking about one runway here. You're talking about multiple runways with both departure and approach, and one miscue can lead to disaster. The good news is, of course, if there's any good news out of this, is that this happened on the ground and not at an air traffic control center where you're dealing with many more planes in the air in terms of aircraft separation.
But still, isn't there something in the airline business called a sterile cockpit? And this is religion. This is sacred.
It is. In the airplane, below 10,000 feet, a sterile cockpit means no extraneous business conversations, all business. On the ground, the same principle applies. No one has an opportunity to talk on that microphone other than a licensed air traffic controller.
You don't want anybody to lose their job, Peter. But what do you think will happen with these people, in particular this person who let his child direct air traffic?
Well, ironically, this incident happens at a time when the air traffic controller staffing levels are at a 16-year low. This is one silly way to actually promote that incident.
Wow. Peter Greenberg, thank you so much for your insight.
You got it.
All right, Harry?